Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. And then make sure that you follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays. Also, follow me on all the other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, all that other fun stuff. And go give hellocupcakeitsme.com some love because the blog is a little lonely. And if you would like to check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, you can find that at www.cdsthebook.com. So how the hell are you? I am a little flustered right now because I got this like really important document in the mail yesterday and didn't realize, well, it was either yesterday or today because I just checked the mail today. And technology being what technology is, it's not allowing me to log on, and it has locked my account for the next 15 minutes. So I have my Amazon Echo set for 15 minutes so that I can try to log back in so that I can get this very important paperwork taken care of. So yeah. Also, hung out with my sister for a few minutes today because her and my niece are heading out to the city of Seattle to go celebrate my niece's birthday and just have a mother-daughter weekend together. And so I ran into town with my sister so that could like grab a few snacks for the road or whatever, and do a quick run into one of our local grocery stores that it's kind of like a specialty market. Has a little bit of everything, very hippie, crunchy, very just, niche market, but they have vegan cakes and cupcakes and things like that, and cookies from one of the local bakeries here in town. And so went there to grab some stuff, then just hung out and went and grabbed my niece, dropped her. They dropped me off here at home, and then I ran to the library because I had some game trays printed out. So, as many of you know, if you've been following me for any period of time, I recently obtained a PlayStation 4, and I just wanted a nice way to display the games. And you know what? Let me go grab one so I could show it to you. So, here it is. I had this 3D printed, and it comes in two different. It comes in a lot of different parts, but it's a 10-game slot, and then all the lettering here is individually printed, and you have to super glue that into place. If it was a better 3D printer, or they actually knew how to utilize the 3D printer and it had dual filament printing, you could probably have this printed directly in and not have to have these letters individually done. But you can probably see the sheen from some of the super glue, and I think okay, it's dry now. But yeah, so something like this on Facebook, or not Facebook, eBay, or any of the online retailers, you're paying $15 to $30 for this, and it's a service that I get for free at my local library. And as long as it doesn't take over 8 hours to print, you could choose the color of the filament. You could do whatever. I like the black and red because, well, those are my favorite colors, and that's the it's not the original PlayStation logo, but I just like the way that it looks and stands out. And it's good quality. The only part of it that's a little messed up is right here, this little sticky spot where it's stuck to the map, but otherwise I don't give a damn. And I could buff that out with a little nail polish remover if I really wanted to, but I have 3 of these now. I don't have enough games to fill 3 of them, but I figured I needed a whole nother set of lettering because when I printed out my second one, they didn't come with the letters. It only had one set of letters. So this time around, I printed out another one with 2 sets of letters, and now I have 3 complete holders. So yeah. This is also another reason that I need to get myself a 3D printer, is because this took me about a week and a half to get back after I uploaded all the files and stuff and sent it off. But you know what? I'm not going to complain because it's free and it's awesome that I can have that done. You might want to check your local library because they might have that kind of ability to do stuff like that. So, yeah, I got a good game collection going. I just happened to see that Best Buy was having an amazing sale on PlayStation games right now. They also had a sale on some Nintendo games and some of PlayStation 5. I don't know much about Xbox or whatever because I don't have an Xbox right now. The Xbox that I do have is the original Fat Boy Xbox, and that is somewhere deep in one of my closets, and it needs to have the DVD drive repaired. And I have a spare DVD drive from a computer, but I'm pretty sure the only thing that's wrong with it is the little band. And I know how to open it up and fix it myself. I just never have. And I don't have anywhere near the amount of games that I used to have for it. I think the only game I have for it now is like Transformers. And yeah, and I need to get my PlayStation 2 fixed. So then that way I can, like I said in a couple of videos ago or on a podcast, I can't remember which one it was, but I want to set up all my video games, my video game systems, in my living room and just make it like an actual entertainment center. So I have a PlayStation 2. I actually have a couple of those, but both of them don't work. I got the old Fat Boy one with the bay to plug in the hard drive, and then the Slim. I have a Nintendo Wii, a GameCube, a Switch, a Game Boy Color, a Nintendo DS that needs to be repaired. It turns on, but it's kind of wonky. I think there's something that got in there that gummed it all up or whatever, but it still works. And then I have, I don't know if I said the Wii or not. And so yeah, I just want all my PlayStations in one area, just everything in one area so that I could just like flip on a game and play it. I actually have probably close to 25 games for my PS3, and I now have 14 or 15 games for my PlayStation 4, and I got about 30 games for my PS2. My original Nintendo, I have 22 games for, and I got about 15 games for my GameCube. And my Wii, I have probably 12 games for the Wii. And then my Nintendo DS, I have 15 games, and then I have a game cartridge that has 42 games on it. It's got like Mega Man, Zelda, all the Pokemon, and a bunch of other things. And then for my Game Boy Color, I have Tetris, and I want to say Super Mario Land or something like that. So I got some games. Um, but anyways, so yeah. Uh, but I've been really enjoying playing games and really getting into gaming. I'm not streaming as much as I was at first when I first got the PS4. I need to get back into that. Um, I just find that it is easier for me to concentrate on the game than having to like do the commentary and recording and all that other stuff. I've seen a lot of game channels where they don't have the sidebar that shows the person playing the game or have the text messaging feature on there or whatever. So I may switch over to that format. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the whole streaming thing in my mid 40s and like whatever. So there's that. And I'm not sure if I covered this in Wednesday or Thursday's segments, but I had back-to-back doctor's appointments on Wednesday. So 7:30 a.m. I had dental, and then I get out of the dentist chair, literally go across the street and sit in my diabetic doctor's chair. And the my doctor was like, dude, you set off all kinds of bells, whistles, and caused a bunch of drama. I'm like, what the hell did I do? Like, what are you talking about? And he said that the doctor that is going to be replacing my PCP, my primary care physician, did not like the fact that my blood sugars and my medical treatment for my diabetes is unregulated, and was basically calling into question the my diabetic doctor's uh, ability to treat me. And he's all, first of all, you are new. Second, I have been doing this for over 25 years, and 13 of those years, Michael has been a patient of mine. So he does not fit the typical descriptors of a diabetic. And you need to understand that what we have going on is after years of fine tuning and tweaking what he needs. So basically, step the fuck down and know your place. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much for, standing up for me. And I'm sorry that it caused you a problem. He's like, it's not a problem, but what is a problem is the fact that this new doctor came in and thought that she was going to like undermine my authority of my patient and just do all these things. And he's like, I have nothing against women doctors, but I do have things against people who come in. Hold on. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Okay. So, he's like, I do have a issue when people call my integrity and my professionalism and whatever into question. And I was like, well, thank you for going to bat for me. I really do appreciate that. And so, that's kind of strike two with this doctor. And when I go and see my primary again in May, that's probably going to be the last time that I see him, because he's going to be retiring. And so I think there's going to be a warm handoff, and I'm going to have to tell her point blank, listen, I am not your typical patient. I don't give a fuck what you think about like opioids and like pain medication and management and this, that, and the other thing. Like, this is what works for me, and I'm not willing to talk about it above and beyond that. So if you don't like that, then you can either find yourself another job or place me with a different doctor. But as it is right now, this is how things are going to be. And I am completely 100% upfront and honest with all of my physicians. If I take a medication that I'm not prescribed and I have a doctor's appointment come up, I will let them know, listen, hey, I took a Vicodin a couple of weeks or, a few days ago because I was in a lot of pain, and the pain medication that you have prescribed me wasn't working. And they'd be, I'm not going to tell you where I got it from or how I obtained it, just that you're going to see it in my system. And I've had new nurses and stuff come in to the practice, and I've heard them whispering in the hallway, oh, he's got high level of benzoids, and he's got high levels of this and that and the other thing. And my doctor's like, yeah, he's on pain medications. He's on this medication, this medication, this medication, and this medication. And for his mental health, he's on this, and this. So we're going to see that. It's okay, And I'm so done with this whole opioid pandemic, epidemic, whatever the fuck you want to call it, bullshit, because this is a system that was created by a system. And if doctors actually took people's word for how much in pain they are, and our healthcare system wasn't as fucked up as it is, we wouldn't have people who are abusing the pain medications and stuff like that. I go through a lot of pain every single day, and I don't take my pain medication the way that I should. I only take it at night right before I go to bed. Every once in a while, will I take a muscle relaxer or, something like that during the day. But I have ibuprofen 800s prescribed to me. And I will only take one or two of those in a day. Ibuprofen is my preferred drug of choice when it comes to headaches and stuff, because aspirin, Tylenol, all that other stuff, that just does not work for the headaches that I get. So I use ibuprofen. I have tramadol, I have Flexerol, I have a couple of other diazobenzaprines or whatever you want to call them. But I don't take them all day, every day. Well, I take them every day, but I don't take them all day long, So it's just a whole mess of bullshit. And it pisses me off because I am treated like a drug user, and I have never had any drug addictions in my past charting, with a caveat to that. I was addicted to Valium when I was 9 or 10 years old. I was given a huge bottle and no parental supervision whatsoever, and just told, anytime you feel mad or upset or sad or whatever, take one of these. Not take one a day or two a day or three a day. Just take one of these whenever that was happening. I went through a huge bottle of pills, the big bottles of pills, within 3 weeks. And I've had people are like, oh, no, you didn't. That's bullshit. No one ever. You don't understand the fucking landscape of the universe of the 80s and 90s, unless you're from the 80s and the 90s. And you don't understand the landscape of the universe when you have a parent who doesn't parent and no adult supervision, really. And so, yeah, I did have this addiction. I went through one fucking hell of a withdrawal. Had no idea what was going on with me. I just knew that I hurt. I knew that I was angry. I knew that I was sad. I knew that I was just whatever. And all my biological mother did was fucking lock me in my bedroom. Had I known that I was actually actively going through a drug withdrawal, I would have called my dad, or I would have called the police and had someone come and get me so that I could have detoxed properly. But 4 days of being locked in my room with excruciating pain and withdrawals made me never want to take Valium again. And I have since, as an adult, been prescribed Valium, and I'm just like, no, we had a problem with that. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I think I actually still have a bottle or two of the Valium that I was prescribed floating around here somewhere, because it was part of my treatment plan. And yeah, anyways, it's expired and probably no good anymore because it's been over 10 years since that has been prescribed to me. But so yeah, there's all of that going on, and I am still dealing with this hacking fucking cough from this last bout of sickness. This is now going on 4 weeks. And last night I had to like take my earpiece out and like because I was on the phone and everything was just irritated. I've been using my asthma inhaler more than I want to. I've been using an ungodly amount of cough suppressant. At this point, it's so suppressed that I'd be, I don't know. Like, I found the exact same stuff that I was prescribed for $15 for 15 pills at the fucking Dollar Tree. Same exact medication, same exact dose, same exact everything, 15 pills, $1.25. When I tell you that I bought the entirety of that shelf, you can understand that I bought the entirety of that shelf, and now I have boxes of that shit on hand because it is amazing. I've been having to take 2 at a time, and it's supposed to work for 12 hours. And this is the 3rd time that I've coughed today. So hopefully I'm on the ass end of all of this because I am tired of coughing. I keep pulling this muscle in my neck right here, which I've had an issue with my neck since I was a little kid. I sprained my neck once, and ever since then, it's just been fucked off. And I had to like wear one of those huge collars that you can't really move your head around in or whatever. It was a whole thing, but yeah. So video games and just nursing myself back to health and making jewelry and stuff. That's what I've been into. Show you a couple of the pieces that I made. Now, I absolutely love this, and it might be hideous to some of you, and that's okay. But this is all vintage pieces except for these silver balls here. But this is sea agate, lucite, and I'm not sure what this is. It's either a stone or it's polished clay with a resin overlay. But I do know that it came from a necklace that was a vintage piece from like the mid 70s, early 80s. And I just absolutely love the coloring on this. It's very fall, but I've gotten a lot of compliments off of this necklace already. And then my favorite colors being black and red. I made this one yesterday also. And so just plain black and red, kind of native looking with these little silver beads in between to break everything up. It's in sections of 10. And then this black piece, this black stone here, it's actually like a dark brown, but it appears black. It was given to me in a box full of jewelry supplies for my birthday. And so I thought, you know what, that would be a perfect like little compliment to it. And these beads aren't vintage. I got them the other day at Walmart, and oh my God, they are so fucking expensive now. I was just like, why has like jewelry making stuff gone up in price. So this is the type of beads that I used to buy at Walmart. These were like $2.98 or some fucking Walmart fraction. Okay. Um, Same exact thing, but in this like fat boy box. This is almost, what was it? Five? No. It was almost close to $9 for this. And it's a 3.5 ounce pack. And this one here is 1.4 ounces. And so, $2.97 or almost, we'll just say six something. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then, I got these shell pieces, and it was $6 for these. And like 2-3 years ago, this was only like $3 or $4. So it's ridiculous how expensive things have gotten. But like, I have made a significant amount of jewelry. Like, a lot of this stuff I had on hand already, but like, these are all my different necklaces that I've made. And this is the first one that I made that was lucite, and these turquoise pieces, and then these little wood pieces right here are all from the 70s. These little orange beads are not, but I had this big piece of hematite laying around. Like, so I've gone a little overboard with the accessories, but each one of these are styled to a different outfit that I have, and it brings me peace, brings me happiness, and I really enjoy it. And one of the pieces that I like that is not very masculine or whatever, but I enjoy it and I like it, is this simple pearl necklace. These pearls right here are plastic, and these are glass. But I like it. I just wear it with a black sweater, and it looks nice. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on a bunch of these different necklaces. And it's something for me to do, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I realize that I have blabbed a lot, and I am sorry because we are almost at 30 minutes. So if you have watched up into this point, I really do appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. If there's a video game for the PS4 that you would like for me to check out, please let me know. I am open to pretty much any genre. I really don't like RPG type games where it's like Final Fantasy, like you go, then I go, you go, I go type game systems are gaming things. And I'm not really too much into the whole Call of Duty style of games, like first person shoot 'em ups, but I'll check it out. And especially if it's like on eBay or something like that, and it's a fairly good price and you link it to me, I'll definitely check it out. And yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, follow me on all the different social medias, and I will talk to you next time. In a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world. And yeah, bye everyone. Boop.